Get ready for an epic journey throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! In this series, we'll start with the basics and work our way up, exploring each era of the game, opening packs, building decks, and dueling with classic and modern cards. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this series is for you. So stick around because the heart of the cards are calling, and together we will become true duelists. Welcome to the Garbage Lords Progression Series. What is going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Garbage Lords Progression Series. That is right. Me and my co-host Zach are going to be going through progression the way that we want to do it. So to start off with, we're actually not going to be doing the first set in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, but the first 5. And the reason for that is we feel like up until Magic Ruler, when we get the recruiters, that Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty boring. It's just set pass, 2K Defender format. It's just not interesting. So we decided to go ahead and get the first 5 sets out of the way. That way we have some very interesting deck building choices and some ideas that we can play around with. But more importantly, the reason we're doing this is because we want to get through the first few sets just quickly. You know, the first few sets are really boring and we'll slow down pretty quickly. We're probably only going to do 2 or maybe 3 sets in the next episode. And then after that, we should be back to just a single set. We're also going to be doing side sets. However, the side sets are going to be in conjunction with a core set. So we don't have things like the Duels Pack episodes where it's essentially the same episode as last week. However, now we just have a playset of the Armed Dragon cards. So we're going to start out with LOB. We're going to go through all the cards, talk about what I want, and then we're going to open all 120 packs? Something like that. LOB is pretty simple. It's all about the spell cards. The secret rares are cool. Obviously, ultra rares like Blue Eyes and Dark Magician are interesting, but I think we will get playsets of them eventually in things like Duelist packs and reprint sets. We have Monster Reborn. That's the only ultra rare we really want. And then the super rares are where we really get important things. So Dark Hole, Raigeki, obviously, you know, some of the strongest removal spells in the game still played today. We also have things like Trap Hole. We are going to be giving ourselves 3 copies of Poly each just so we can actually play Fusion Strategy. We also have Swords of Revealing Light, and Man-Eater Bug is just general removal. Onto the rares, we don't have a lot that's going for us. I mean, Fissure is just a removal spell. Same thing with Hane, and then obviously we have Pot of Greed, the boy. Onto the commons and short prints, there's not a ton in this set. Like, it's LOB. Things like Raised Body Heat are interesting. I mean, it gives you a card you can play in Dinosaurs, but there's really nothing else other than things like Hinotama and Sparks for burn. Remove Trap is kind of a removal spell, but not really. So yeah, it's basically just supers and up that we're going to be looking for from LOB. In Metal Raiders, we have a lot more cards that we're looking for. So skipping the secrets, like Gate Guardian's cool and Thousand Dragon is interesting, but it's not really all that good. But the ultra rares are where stuff actually matters. Summon Skull is the best Monarch stat-wise that we're going to have for a while. Change of Heart, it needs no introduction. It's just a really powerful spell. We have Time Wizard, which is kind of removal. Barrel Dragon is an insanely powerful card, however, it takes way too many tributes to summon. Solemn Judgment will be just one of those cards that if you pull it, you're going to be playing it for the rest of the series if you can. Magic Jammer and Seven Tools of the Bandits are, yet again, counter spells, that are counter traps, I should say, that lets you interact with your opponent in a way that you weren't able to before this. And Mirror Force is just the trust issues of Yu-Gi-Oh! This created a lot of trust issues among kids, including myself. So, super rares, again, more great stuff. Heartbeat Lady Sisters isn't necessary for any strategies. However, it is just nice because Elegant Egotist is the first kind of e-telly for any strategy. And it is 1950, which can matter. Gate Guardian pieces, which are all really powerful 2 tributes. However, they are 2 tributes. Tribute to the Dooms, speaking of tributes, is actually a really powerful card. I actually really like this card, especially in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Karibo needs no introduction. Same thing with Heavy Storm. Catapult Turtle is useful for some FTKs later on, but we won't really be able to do that right now. Onto the rares, we have a ton of very powerful cards. Mask of Darkness and Magician of Faith need almost no introduction. Obviously, Magician of Faith is super strong, just getting any spell from your graveyard back to your hand. We get Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest, as well as things like Milus Radiant, not to be confused with Mrs. Radiant, Starboy, not to be confused with Miss Starboy, and etc. etc. Robin Goblin is a trap card that turns any monster into a Spirit Reaper, which is really nice. In the matter of fact, that rips out a hand. Onto the short prints, there are some short prints that are really nice. Specifically, the clowns give you access to clown control, and obviously Thunder Dragon, which historically you really need to pull 3 of this for it to be playable as a chaos card. Onto the commons, there's yet again not a ton of really powerful commons. Obviously, high stat normal monsters, but there are things like Soul Release and Cheerful Coffin, which are kind of cool cards. Especially later on when we get things like the Dark Worlds and Gren Maju. We have things like Jirai Gumo, which is just a big guy but is really difficult to use. And that's about it from Metal Raiders. On a Magic Ruler, we have a lot of powerful cards in this, especially the spell cards. So Secret Rares, we have the first Secret Rare that kind of matters. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is incredibly powerful if you can get it on the field, and it is a special summon. And the Ultra Rares, again, are so powerful. Axe of Despair is one of the most powerful equipped cards at the game at this point in time. Spellbinding Circle is one of the original battle tricks. Relinquished is one of the only good ritual monsters we have until we get Demise, King of Armageddon, in GX. Snatch Shield needs no introduction for those prog enjoyers. Delinquent Duo and the Forceful Sentry are some of the most frustrating cards in the world to play against. MST is one of the most powerful quick play spells released for years, up until like what most people consider modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Megamorph is one of the most powerful equip cards ever printed. Toon Mermaid is actually a very interesting card because it is a special summon. However, you do have to control Toon World. And Toon Summon Skull is technically one of the strongest monarchs you can play because you can summon it on the same turn you normal summon it. So you normal summon a monster. So that's all interesting. Super rares. Black Pendant is just a really powerful equip. Just give 500, and then if it goes to grave, you burn your opponent. Maha Vilo is kind of a Benkei-like card. Then we have just some really other powerful cards that are banned to this day. Confiscation, Giant Trunade, Painful Choice. Messenger of Peace is a strange floodgate that could come up. And then we get onto the rares. Now, this is where this set actually does matter quite a bit. We have, obviously things like Cyberjar. Rush Recklessly is a battle trick that I think goes underutilized in sealed formats, but you do have to pull it. The important things is right here, the recruiters. We have Giant Rat, UFO Turtle, Shining Angel, Mother Grizzly, Flying Kamakiri #1, and Mystic Tomato. These are, without a doubt, some of the most powerful cards you can have in a sealed environment. Failing to pull them is one of the most painfully unfortunate things you can have happen to you. And then, of course, we have things like Senju with 1,000 Hands, which is great for ritual support. We have Giant Germ and Nimble Mbongo, which are great for Monarch-style strategies. However, since they occupy the same slot as your attribute recruiters, you really don't want to be drawing too many of them. Pot of Greed is here as a mistake. I don't think this is supposed to be here, but oh well. On to the commons. We have some very interesting ones. The 500 boosting field spells are actually very strong. I learned this playing Progression Series with some friends of mine, and these are just incredibly powerful, especially if you pull a playset of them, and even more powerful when we get Terraforming. On to the rest of the commons. Upstart Goblin is insane. We also have Chain Energy, which is great for burn strategies. We have some ritual cards that don't really matter, and that's about it. On to Pharaoh's Servant. What do we have in Pharaoh's Servant? Obviously, two of the most powerful secret rares ever printed at the game at this time, Jinzo and Imperial Order. Pulling either of these basically makes it an auto-include in any deck. But onto the super rares, we have some very powerful cards. Dust Tornado is one of the only other quick effect removal spells that we have for back row. And failing to pull any of this is very unfortunate. We also have things like Mirror Wall, Limiter Removal, Fairy Meteor Crush, Nobleman of Crossout, all insanely powerful cards. In the rare slot, we have things like Life Force Sword. Nobleman of Extermination will be played. This is just one of the only removal spells you can get multiples of consistently in a sealed environment. Michizure is a very interesting kind of removal card that's not really a removal card. Magic Drain and Gravity Bind, Call the Haunted, Ceasefire, Premature Burial, Thousand Eyes Restrict, Goblin Attack Force, the Feed Mega Cyber. There's just so many good cards in this set as well. However, they are at high rarity. Some notable commons are Cold Wave. And then final set of today is Labyrinth of Nightmares. What do we have in Labyrinth of Nightmares? Well, the first 1900 normal summon in Gemini Elf, and one of the other Trust Issue trap cards, Magic Cylinder. Going from that, we have some super powerful ultras as always. Mask of Restrict is a staple for Anti-Monarch. Torrential Tribute is one of the most powerful trap cards ever printed. Card of Safe Return needs no introduction. United We Stand and Mage Power are some of the most powerful equip cards ever printed. We also have Last Warrior from Another Planet and Destiny Board, which are win conditions in and of themselves. However, I don't know if we're ever really going to get that far. We have things like Fairy Box, Fusion Gate. We have things like the Masks of Dispel, the Mask of the Accursed, Jar of Greed, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, Bazoo the Soul Eater. There's a ton of great cards in this set as well. This is where we actually get to good Yu-Gi-Oh! And we get to the first special summons that are really consistent. That would be the Spirit cards. We have the Flame Spirit, the Aqua Spirit, the Rock Spirit, and Garuda the Wind Spirit. All just special summons by removing one of their attributes from play. We also have Soul of Purity and Light, which is an actually very strong card. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 5 sets we're going to be opening today, so let's go ahead and get on into it. So starting here with the Legend of Blue Eyes, and it is 121 packs, so please bear with me. Flip them up, nothing in LOB. Just kidding. Just kidding, we pulled the Secret Rare, great. So we're just kind of speed through LOB. The only thing... We pulled both Secret Rares. Great. Just speeding through this. Dragon Capture Jar is interesting. I don't really care about LOB at all. The only thing that I'm looking for is the spell cards. We pulled the leg. We pulled the leg. 2 Trihorn Dragon. Okay. There's our Pot of Greed. And there's a Swords of Revealing Light. Very important. All right, we're over halfway through, and there's a Dark Hole. Great pickup. And there's a Monster Reborn. Okay, yeah, this was a good LOB opening. That was the second one. Hold on, go back. DJ, run that shit back. That was a second Monster Reborn. That is insane. Zach isn't going to be happy about that. Yeah, that's LOB for you. We pulled 3 Trihorn Dragon and 3 Trihorn Dragon, 3 Monster Reborn. Last pack of LOB. All right, nothing. All right. I mean, yeah, I can't be mad. We pulled Dark Hole, Swords of Revealing Light, and 3 Monster Reborn. And we did get our Pot of Greed, so it's not that big of a deal. On the Metal Raiders, though. There's our Sangan. Very good start. Mass Sorcerer is, I think, an interesting card. It's basically just Spirit Reaper, but it draws you a card instead of minusing your opponent one. There's our first Thunder Dragon, I believe. Nothing in this pack. Magician of Faith, very strong. Nothing in that pack. Crest Clown, very fun card. I like the clown control cards. Second Sangan is good, but it will probably find its way onto our limited list here in a bit. And there's a Witch of the Black Forest. Great. So those are the good recruiters from this set. I don't really think we can ask for much. Dark Elf is really good. Going through here. Gate Guardian, sure. White Magical Hat, classic. Coming to the end here, second Magician of Faith, and there's a Sangha of the Thunder. Okay, this isn't bad. There's a Harpy Lady Sisters. I'm glad we pulled that. I don't think we pulled Elegant Egotist yet. Second Witch, that's crazy. Did we pull Elegant Egotist? We can actually check now. Doesn't look like it. No, okay. We've only got a few packs left. I would like to pull Elegant Egotist, however, I do think it does get reprinted. Second Gate Guardian. And that's it for Metal Raiders. So nothing really amazing. Magic Ruler, however. Black Pendant, great equip spell. Hamburger Recipe, that'd be funny if we played that. I don't think we can use Ritual Event. Yeah, all right, so Magic Ruler does have the Recruiter, so Giant Jorm is bad. Oh, we don't want to see that. There's a Hamburger Recipe. All right, we're only a few packs in. Megamorph is really strong. There's our first Upstart Goblin, I believe. Actually, how many? Did we pull 3 Thunder Dragon? I don't think we did. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't even look all the way down. We only pulled 1 Thunder Dragon. That's very unfortunate. We pulled 2 Crass, no Dream, it looks like. Yep. We did pull an Egotist. Okay, so we pulled the Sisters and an Egotist. Okay, that's not terrible. No Thunder Dragon kind of sucks for Chaos, but we're not going to be playing Chaos. All right, there's 1 UFO turtle, so there's our first Recruiter. We're not guaranteed to pull playsets of any of the Recruiters. There's a Mystic Tomato, speaking of. But any that we can pull is nice. So Send You 1,000 Hands is really strong. For the Ritual Cores, if we can end up pulling something like a Relinquished. But we're not guaranteed to pull anything like that. Cyberjar, I mean, sure. I don't really care about it. Second Giant Germ. Okay, come on. Okay, there's a second Mystic Tomato and a second Upstart Goblin, and there's a Sonic Bird. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good pack. Shining Angel and a second Sonic Bird. Okay, so we have the makings of Ritual Core. I think that was also our third Upstart Goblin. Mystic Plasma Zone is a very good field spell. There's our first Giant Rat. Painful Choice. Wow. Okay. Toon Blue Eyes. Oh, gosh. Okay. Second Giant Rat is very good. I love Giant Rat. I think the Earth Pool is very strong. I want to pull a playset of those if I can. I think we're coming to the end of our 24 packs here. We got a second Cyberjar. That's insane, but that's our first Mother Grizzly, I believe. A Life Force Sword is very cool. A Prohibition is also very cool. Second Life Force Sword, and there's a Cold Wave, so I'm glad we got one of those. I think we're ultra rare Legendary Fisherman, I mean, sure. And I think that's about it. It's a third Life Force Sword, jeez. Fourth Life Force Sword, oh my goodness. I think that might be our first Nobleman of Extermination. A fifth Life Force Sword. Could I get something else? There's Imperial Order. There is Imperial Order, so yeah, sure, cool. Thousand Eyes Idol. Busanite. Actually, I think I might have missed that we switched, didn't I? Yeah, I missed that. Okay, let's go over our Pharaoh Servant or our Magic Ruler pools real quick. 4 Sonic Bird is cool. That means we do have the makings of a Ritual Core if we want it. We have 1 UFO Turtle, 2 Mystic Tomato, 1 Shining Angel, 2 Giant Rat, 1 Mother Grizzly. Yeah, it's really not a good recruiter pool. That's unfortunate. We did pick up a copy of the Toon Summon Skull, however. That's interesting. On to Pharaoh Servant. Yeah, I totally missed that we started this set. Sorry about that, but we'll just keep going. All right, I think that was our last pack of Pharaoh Servant. So we pulled Io. That's about it. And on to Labyrinth of Nightmare. This is the last set we have. There's an E. I kind of do want to pull Destiny 4, to be honest. Just be funny. There's an H. There's a Jam Breeding Machine. There's another H. We don't need multiples. There's a spiritualism. That's a good back row hate card. There's an E. There's another E. There's a bait doll. I do kind of want to pick up lots of bait dolls. I like bait doll as a removal spell. I think bait doll is pretty good. Coming to the last couple packs here. Bazoo the Soul Eater is interesting. Dark Necrofear is also interesting. That's very interesting. That's actually not a bad card. And the last pack. Doesn't look like anything. So we got a second bait doll. Let's scroll down and take a look here. Lots of cards. All right. Yeah. So we didn't pull. We pulled. Yeah. That's kind of describes the pulls for this. For Pharaoh Servant. That's fine though. Dark Necrophilia Fear is cool. Bazoo the Soul Eater is a very strong normal summon. We also have 3 Bait Doll, which is great. We have what else? We pulled a Singular Soul, Purity and Light. We pulled 3 Aqua Spirit, 5 Garuda, 2 Flame, 2 Rock Spirit. All pretty decent. We pulled Ceasefire, Legendary Fisherman, Mirror Wall, IO, tons of Life Force Swords. Only 1 Nobleman of Extermination. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. Got plenty of Cold Waves. We got Painful Choice, Megamorph. Again, our recruiter pool is not the greatest. I'm happy with 2 Mystic Tomato and 2 Giant Rat. I would have liked to pull like Flying Kamakiri as well, but it is what it is. I will take 2 Giant Rat, 2 Mystic Tomato. That is at least a playable recruiter pool. We also got 1 Senju, and I think we got 3 Sonic Bird. Yes, so that's very good. What else? Yeah, 3 Monster Born, 1 Dark. Oh, we pulled 2 Swords of Revealing Light. We pulled 2. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. This was different. This was fine. I think this was fine. Definitely gonna have some thinking to do about this. I mean, we have some insanely strong cards. We have some. I think we pulled very good on the high end, but our mid to low end was not as great. Either way, we'll go ahead and add this to the collection, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in Deck Edit.
Alrighty. So, unfortunately, my polls did get corrupted for both episode 1 and episode 2, but I am going to run through them here, starting with LOB. Now, I have this sorted by rarity, and honestly, there's nothing really to write home about the commons and rares, except for maybe Skull Servant. Also, Pot of Greed is a rare, but outside of that, nothing really. We only got 1 Skull Servant, which kind of hinders our ability to play that deck in the future. But hey, there's plenty of stuff that we can do. Moving down here, just going through the commons, nothing really fun except for Reaper of the Cards. Part of me really wants to play just a funky life points deck. And then Fissure, 3 Fissure is huge, just massive. And then we got Hane here, very big. Same with Maneater Bug. And then our hollows, unfortunate. So Maneater Bug is the only good hollow here. Our only good super rare, and essentially our only super rare, because we start with 3 poly. So this poly here is useless. Useless. And then also these are useless because they're useless without the other pieces. And here we are in the next set, Metal Raiders. So there are some more interesting cards here, like Thunder Dragon, but it is very short printed, so we only have 1 copy. Dream Clown is also very good. We have 2 of these. And then we move along, and honestly, nothing else here. Everything in this set, as well as the previous one, LOB, is just bad equips and bad monsters. We're most likely not going to be playing anything from either of these sets. Harpy Lady, only 1, sadly. And then Gazelle King and Mythical Beast could play some illusionist stuff in the current TCG. And then here's where we get the interesting stuff in the rare slots. We got 4 Sangan, but unfortunately, that is we are going by the TCG ban list, so that is down to 2 copies of that card. Then we have Moth. One Moth, sadly. Wish we had more, but one's all you need essentially. And then Witch is also limited, so our 2 copies is a moot point at this point. Then we move on to our hollows. Hollows very good actually. Secret rare slot is pulled. We pulled a Thousand Dragon. I mean, it's a fusion. Catapult Turtle is very funny, and we might play that in a FTK. Then we have Barrel Dragon plus Time Wizard, so we might play some weird, funky stuff, and that does actually pair with our Thousand Dragon. And we do have Baby Dragon. Yeah, we got 2 Baby Dragon. We could actually natively make Thousand Dragon instead of just cheating it out, but I don't know if that's worth it. But yeah, we have 7 tools as well as Magic Jammer, which is huge. That just allows us to shut down any spell trap, well, spell trap, one of each, but it's still good. Discard is unfortunate for a counter, but it's still a counter trap, so he cannot respond except for with his own. And here we are with Magic Ruler. This is when stuff starts getting interesting. So we start getting the um, big field spells where they gain 500 attack but lose 400 defense. Um, and I'll just tell you right now, we got 3 of every single one from the set except for 2 of the fire one. We did get 2 upstart. Yep, there's the molten destruction. We did get 2 upstart, but it's limited to 1, unfortunately. So we can't play 38 cards. We can only play 39. Sad. We have 3 Sonic Bird. We pulled Hungry Burger, so we can play Nouvelle, I guess, eventually. But then here's where stuff actually starts getting interesting. Our recruiter pool is surprisingly good. We have 2 Shining Angel, 2 Mystic Tomato, Cyber Jar, but that's limited to one copy, but whatever, it's still a jar. Jars are good. 1 UFO Turtle. We have 2 Senju, 3 Flying Kamakiri, 3 Giant Germ, and 2 Mother Grizzly. We are missing Giant Rat, and that's it. But I really like Giant Rat. Rat Box is probably one of my favorite old strategies. I currently am playing it in speed duels, and I love it to death. We got 2 Rush Recklessly, and that's about it from this set. We got 1 Relinquish, but no Relinquish spell, which is a super rare. Our secret rare slots are awful. I mean, heckin' 2350 is bad for a 7-star monster. Toon World, also just a bad card. Invader of the Throne is somewhat interesting as a flip card, but it's still a flip card, so I don't know if we're ever going to play that. And now we're moving on to Labyrinth of Nightmares. Fairy Box is a funny card. Aqua Spirit is not horrible in an Umi strategy if we do pull Legendary Ocean at some point, which would be in the next episode, actually. 3 Soul of Purity and Light is good in a dedicated light strategy, and with our 2 Shining Angel, that's very, very strong. We did get a playset of Zombira the Dark. I know it only says 2 here, but that's just how YGO Pro does this. Mask of Weakness is a decent battle trick. Offerings, we did get 2 offerings. Again, it's doing the first edition and unlim, because I guess that's how it works if there's the second one. Then we also have Cure Mermaid, which is searchable off of Mother Grizzly and can give us life points in the standby phase. So in a Umi strategy is not horrible. Bait Doll is fine for spell trap removal. Then we also have Garuda, which is basically Gigantes but wind but worse. We do also have a playset of Jowgen, so if we get last turn, we can play a last turn strat and just cheese a win that way. 1 Gillosaurus and 1 Tornado Bird. Tornado Bird is essentially just a funky heavy storm, or not heavy storm, Trunade, but on a flip. And we only have 1, so I don't think we're going to build a deck around that. And then the secret rare slot, we have Gemini Elf, which is big, I guess. In a Gaia deck, that might be fine. Magic Cylinder. is very good actually. Defusion is horrible. Jar is just worse. Upstart. Oh yeah, or Emperor's Holiday is a fun and interesting floodgate card. It's like skill drain but bad. Now moving on to Pharaoh's Servant. Now in this set we have some interesting cards. Actually starting to get some decent trap cards. Enchanted Javelin we have two copies of and can help us to live another turn, I guess. Deep Sea Warrior is horrible, but can just be a free normal with Legendary Ocean. Next up, we have Cold Wave, which is huge. Very strong card. Probably going to be playing it in the future. And then Time Seal, we can just loop that, and that might be funny. Only one DNA Surgery and only one Bubonic Vermin. So I don't think it's worth playing either. Moving on, we have Gravity Bind and two Morphing Jar number 2. This is probably the worst one, but it's still semied at this time. And next episode it will be limited. Actually, we have 4, so we got a lot. I believe we also have 2 Attack and Receive, which is not a bad card. Moving on to Prohibition, we're probably going to be using that at some point because it's a good card. Can help shut off strategies if it's very hyper focused on one thing. Magic Drain, wish we had more copies, but one's still fine. It adds to our counter trap pool, and we now have 3. Mishizure is good, and then here we basically have no hollows. We have 2 Goblin Attack Force and Parasite. This card is terrible. This card is decent. I also forgot to mention Nobleman of Extermination, which is just any form of spell trap removal is good. But yeah, I will see you guys in the deck profile.
And here's the deck. So, some of you are probably going to be confused about what this is. Well, it's essentially Mystic Plasma Zone mixed with Dark Necrofear Turbo. I don't really know what this deck is trying to do, but essentially we are playing every good Dark Fiend card to just buff up Mystic Plasma Zone and set up for Dark Necrofear, as simple as that is. So getting into the card by card here, we have one Big Eye. This is just a card that lets us stack the top of our deck to search for either Dark Necrofear, Mystic Plasma Zone, something like Painful Choice or Monster Reborn. By the way, speaking of, we are currently playing with the December 2002 ban list. So cards like Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, Painful Choice, Swords of Revealing Light, which we did pull multiples of, same thing with Monster Reborn, are all limited to 1. Sangan is weirdly enough limited to 2, and then Witch is limited to 1. But that's why the ratios are the way that they are. We're not playing without a ban list. We're just adding our bans on top of it. So along with the Big Eye, we have 2 Crass Clown. These were like the last 3 inclusions. I figured Crass Clown could come up in a simplified game state. But it's also just 1350. It's the smallest monster we have after Big Eye that gets a Mystic Plasma Zone boost. We have 1 Cyber Jar. I think this can come up really in a weird way. Unfortunately, Dark Necrofear must first be special summoned by its effect, so we can't Cyber Jar into Dark Necrofear. That's fine. Speaking of which, we actually pulled 2 of this card, and this is why I am playing this. The way that I look at this card is actually just a Dark Armed Dragon, but in 2002 Yu-Gi-Oh! So we have what is essentially a 2200 free special summon that is also a Snatch Steal that we can reborn, that gets a Mystic Plasma Zone boost since it is a dark. So this is effectively can be a 2700 free special. Well, not free special, but a special by banishing 3 Fiend monsters. So we have a bunch of Fiends to support that. We have 2 Magician of Faith to recycle our good spells. We have double Mystic Tomato. Unfortunately, our recruiter pools also weren't that great, but it's what we have. We have 2 Sangan and the 1 Witch. We have the 3 Grand Tiki Elder. This is just the best Fiend monster. We have a bunch of just normal Fiends, yeah. So we have 3 Grand Tiki Elder, 2 Morin Fin, and then 2 Ryukushin Powered and 1 Whiptail Crow. This is technically the strongest normal summon we have. Actually, just looking at it now, I realize I am missing something. Yeah, I'm going to take these out. So I believe... no, that's fine. So it was a question between playing double Class Crown or double Giant Germ, and I really don't feel like Giant Germ is that good unless you have multiples of it. So we'll just play Class Clown instead. It is a Sangan target as well as a Tomato target, so I think that's fine. We have into the spells. We have 1 Dark Hole, 2 Malevolent Nuzzler. This is just like a good equip spell, along with one Megamorph, one Monster Born, triple Mystic Plasma Zone. This is just a really strong field spell. Three Offerings to the Doom. This is the only quick play removal we have, and I just think it is playable. One Painful Choice, one Pot of Greed, one Swords, one Upstart Goblin, three Light Force Sword. I don't know why, but I pulled three of this, so we're just gonna play it. It's essentially a hand control card for us. We don't have things like Confiscation, Forceful Sentry, or Delinquent Duo. I'm pretty sure. So I might be wrong on that, but I didn't see it. And then we have Mirror Wall. In the side deck, we just have Back Row Hate. If for some reason Zach pulls up with some kind of back row cards, but there are almost no battle tricks. So this is the deck. Let's go ahead and get on into the games.
All right, welcome to the deck. Here we're playing Crab Turtle Turbo. So we essentially have 5 copies of Crab Turtle and Turtle Oath, sorry, because while we did get 3 Crab Turtles, we only got 2 Senju, and while we only got 2 Turtle Oath, we got 3 Sonic Bird, and Sonic Bird searches out the spells, and Senju searches out the Crab Turtle. So we essentially have 5 of each. Next up, we have Goblin Attack Force. Now this is in theory going to be able to stop anything like Mirror Force or just any battle trick in general by normal summoning it, swinging, and then in main phase 2, when it goes to defense, we just Turtle Oath it away. So it's a decent 4 that is big and requires an answer, and then we can just sack it for Crab Turtle. Next, we got Sangan and Witch. This can basically search our deck, and then we've got Mystic Tomato, which is just 2 copies of both Witch and Sangan, depending on what we need. We also have Giant Germ here, which can help us stall. And if he hits 1 Giant Germ, then I can summon out 2, and then that's a 4 that I can then just like normal summon a Senju or a Sonic Bird, whatever I need to get into Crab Turtle, and then sack both them off. Next, we have a Moth, which just helps us to get any of our spells, which we are playing so many of. Moving on to the spells, we have Fissure, Offerings, just trying to get rid of monsters that are problematic. Next, we have Nobleman of Extermination and Spiritualism, just trying to get rid of any problematic back row. Importantly, we do not have any back row removal that can out Floodgates to a certain extent. Spiritualism is essentially it. So if he has like a Gravity Bind deck or anything like that, we're essentially cooked. But hey, we might be able to make a good push with our battle tricks as well as our equip spells. So we do have 2 Rush Recklessly and 3 Malevolent Nuzzler, which just makes Crab Turtle big. Big boy Crab Turtle go bonk. Then we have Upstart, 39 cards in the deck essentially. Mishizure, which is spot removal on destruction of our monster, or just any monster, but it's probably likely going to be ours because our deck is not great. It's essentially just wait until we can bring out Crab Turtle, then bring out Crab Turtle and smack his face. Then we have 7 tools, Magic Jammer and Magic Drain, just kind of these 3 trying to make sure that he cannot interact with us, at least from the back row. Then we have Cylinder, just stall until we get to our win con, which is Crab Turtle. Next up, we have our side deck, which we have Prohibition. Now, the theory here is that we just keep this in the side and then bring it in for something important, like if he's playing like a heavy recruiter deck, like he's playing Kamakiri or Rat, we can just call Rat because we're not playing it, it doesn't matter, and then just out it that way. Or if he has a strong LOP, some spell trap, we can just like call Dark Hole, call Raigeki, and then he can't activate that. Then we got Defusion in case he's doing some funky stuff with that. And next we just have a bunch of stuff to just not get run over. We got Toll, which paired with Magic Cylinder and Giant Germ, just he has to pay to actually deal damage to us, which makes it much less likely that he will just play aggro. And then we have 2-pronged attack, just any removal is good at this point. Enchanted Javelin, which trying not to get run over. Then we have Fairy Box. You guys know this card at this point. It's a prog special. Again, kind of similar to Toll, where it can just stop him from being able to pay the cost to actually attack. Next up, we have Regulation of Tribe. Now, the theory here is we just have nothing on board, activate this, call the type that he's attacking with, Um, and then during our next standby phase, we just sack it off. So it's just a bad Waboku. But yeah, this is the deck, and let's see how it does. Crab turtle beats. Crab turtle beats.
What is going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode. Woohoo! And allow me to introduce you to Zach.
Hello.
So, Zach, how's your polls this week?
I certainly got some cardboard rectangles.
Yeah, the first five sets of Yu-Gi-Oh are just so bad in retrospective, aren't they?
It's really hit or miss. Like you either get freaking Pot of Greed plus all the recruiters plus Dark Hole, or you just get nothing.
Yeah, and for everyone who's wondering, we decided to skip the first few like solo sets because recruiter like not recruiter 2K Defender Pass format is just like the most boring Yu-Gi-Oh you can ever possibly watch. At least skipping forward, we at least have like recruiters, we have like some of the good power spells, so we're not actually just, it's not set pass and who can ever, tribute summon Blue Eyes first wins. So there's some actual good interactive Yu-Gi-Oh here. At least we're gonna hope there's gonna be, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather it be non-interactive when I win. I'd rather just get a blowout, just because I don't. If I don't get a blowout with my pulls, I'm a lose.
yeah, so well, let's not wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get onto the duels. All right, so yeah, I'm still a little disappointed in my pulls. They weren't okay. I'll take that. They weren't as good. It doesn't matter. All right. Ooh, okay. Some interesting cards here.
This is certainly a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yu-Gi-Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I will match your set with an activation of Mystic Plasma Zone.
What does this do?
It gives every dark
Oh,
monster
it's
500, and it reduces their defense by 400.
no.
I'll back that up. I also just realized I thought this guy was 4 stars. He's 5. Okay, yeah. Anyway, we'll normal summon Grand Tiki Elder.
So it's 2K.
It is 2K 400.
All right. Sounds good.
Go to battle, and we will hit over your Maneater Bug.
It's actually a
It's
giant
germ. Okay, okay. I
All
see the
right.
giant germs.
All right. So you'll take 500, and I will be summoning any number of giant
Now,
germ.
did he pull multiples? That's the important part.
Uh, well, on special summon and face up attack. Okay.
All right, there's
Well, I
one.
mean, I wouldn't be playing this if I didn't pull a playset at least.
That's fair. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just pass the turn there.
All
You could tribute summon Blue Eyes, like theoretically, but I don't think you will.
right. This is not exactly what I wanted here.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
they do get the boost because they are dark. So
So, this is where we.
switch everything sideways. Yeah. Oh.
Here we go.
All right, draw for turn. Okay.
I love seeing freaking three of a kind.
Yep. Let's see here. You know what? We are gonna go ahead and run out of Witch of the Black Forest.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And I will. So that's gonna be up to 16.
Yeah. Dang, she big.
You know what? Just because it's kind of funny, I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, it's kind of weird. How does that work? Which is mandatory, isn't it? Yeah, so it's mandatory, so that
It
triggers
is mandatory, yeah.
Okay, so that does like change us a little bit. Nah, it's fine. So we won't do anything. We'll go and just let the witch be at 400 or gain 500, so it'll be at 16,800. Do you have
Mm-mm.
anything on the Summon of Witch? I don't think there's any summon tricks yet in the game.
No, I don't think there is. I don't know what set does friggin' Trap Hole come out.
LOB.
Oh, I didn't.
I think
Okay.
I think in literally the next set we open, we get bottomless, so that will change things a
Which is
lot.
the good one, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go to battle phase. I'll Grand Tiki Elder into your set guy, because unless it's a 2K defender. Oh, you're playing
You see
rituals.
absolutely nothing. So this lets me get a ritual spell.
It actually does not. It's when it's flipped summoned, not flipped face up.
No!
I made that mistake in speed duels. I will clear one of the giant germs and take 500.
You take your 5.
Yeah.
Eh.
Anyway, go ahead.
Um, what is the play? Okay, that's what I do. Yeah, okay. I will normal summon the Sonic Bird, and I will
All
trigger its
right.
effect.
Yep. Get your ritual spell.
Mm-hmm. Gonna add Turtle Oath.
You're not playing Crab Turtle.
I'm then gonna Spiritualism your field
Sure.
spell.
It'll go back to my hand. Yeah. All right.
I
So
will
my
go
guys are
battle
gonna
and
go
swing
down.
over the witch.
Yeah. So it's gonna go down to 1500. Well, actually, I'll just leave that as is because I may or may not be a trigger like activating Mystic Plasma. I'll trigger Witch here.
Yeah, your
What can I
mandatory search is fine.
correct? That'd be very funny. That would also be very funny. That's like even funnier. So, we're gonna do what's I think incredibly funny, and we're gonna add Big Eye to hand.
Flip. Look at the top 5. Oh, so it just lets you stack your
It
deck.
just lets you scry 5. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. I'll go main 2, and I will fissure.
You're gonna fissure my Tiki Elders, sure.
Yeah. And then end phase, your go.
All right. Draw phase, draw for turn. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. Uh, we're gonna. You're not doing anything. We're gonna set. Could be anything, and we're gonna pass.
All right. Could you tell me what's the defense on
It may be
Big
less than
Eye?
your Sonic Bird. It may be only
This
1,000.
also is at a K.
Yeah, your giant germ did go down as well. It may be 1,000. So
All right. Well, I'm going to. Hmm. So it's at 12, if I remember correct.
it's 12 attack, 1,000 defense. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna switch this to attack. Um, I will go battle here,
Sure.
and I'll let you scry.
I will flip it. Does this have a macro? It doesn't. Dueling book. Get your shit together. All
I
right.
think just banish top 5 face down, and then
Yeah, I'll take the 1,000 first just to make it easier.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that should be it. Or not.
I can't believe you're playing Big Eye.
Look, you'll see in about 2 seconds why I'm playing Big Eye. Oh gosh, come on. Let me get the one more. All right, I saw what it was supposed to be, so it's fine. So because I saw what it was supposed to be, I'll go ahead and banish that.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go.
I'll be able to see if you're cheating
Correct.
in the recording.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I can cheat as much as I want,
Yep,
as
that
long
you
as the viewers
can.
don't catch me.
That's probably the best thing we can pick up. Yeah, so we'll put. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm just going to use that to get something else. All right, so put that, that, hello, that, and then that one.
All right. I will go main two,
Mhm.
and I will set one, and your go.
I will draw. I could only imagine what it is.
Could literally be anything.
It could indeed literally be anything. Okay. Most profitable. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. This will be the most profitable guy in the world. I will activate Mystic Plasma Zone.
Okay.
Your guy goes up. I
All
will
right. Yeah.
normal summon Sangam.
Crash. Do it. You won't.
uh, no, because I'm going to equip it with Malevolent Nestler.
Oh my god, you're not playing this card.
I am indeed playing.
So it's at 20
2200.
22.
The most profitable Sangan of all time. I'll go to battle phase and I'll clear your bird.
So I'll take what, 8 here?
Correct, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Main 2, I will pass the turn.
All right. This is um
Yeah.
isn't Yu-Gi-Oh just so good?
Yeah, fuck. Battle phase. I'll attack your face down.
I will.
It's Moth. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, you get back Fissure. Oh no. Shit. Yeah, I'll set. Oh shit. I'll set and I'll pass. Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, it's so close, but not anywhere near. Um you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm a normal summon witch.
Normal the witch. Yep.
So witch is at
16.
16
Yep.
and it loses 4, right?
Yep. It loses 4, so it's at 800 defense.
Okay. I don't want your Sangan here.
Yep. I'll trigger Sangan mandatory, and then thinking if
And
I
would you
want
like to trigger
trigger.
Malevolent Nuzzler?
Yeah, would I like to trigger? Actually, wait, I can't. It misses timing. It misses timing because of the mandatory Sangan search.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's
Most
funny.
profitable freaking fissure.
Literally. Yeah.
Not actually, because you get a free search.
I do. I do at least get my Sangan search. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let's just pick up a guy. We're going to grab Ryukushin Powered to hand.
Sure. Okay. Anyways, Malevolent Nuzzler.
Oh, you're giving me so much shit about it, but you're fucking playing it.
But you thought your Sangan was big. No!
Alright, so you know how you fissured my Sangan? I'm gonna Offerings to the Doomed your Witch on attack deck. I will turn off auto draw.
This is so dumb. Oh gosh.
Get your witch search. Get your witch search.
Yeah.
I'll take my 15 from the germ.
The witch's defense.
Yes, the witch is 15 or less defense.
And I do not get to Malevolent Nuzzler because this card is so fantastic.
Yes.
I'm going to add to hand Senju.
Oh my god, you really are on the ritual shit. Alright.
And then you go.
Alright, draw phase. I don't get anything, obviously, because I Offerings to the Doomed. I didn't totally just forget about that. Alright, oh shit, this isn't... Okay, this isn't quite as good, but it's still pretty decent. We'll start by running out the Ryukushin Powered.
Okay, it's 21.
21,
That's
yeah.
terrifying.
2100 and 800 defense.
Mm-hmm.
I will activate Monster Reborn, targeting my Witch of the Black Forest.
Oh god. Yeah.
Right.
And it's the same as Sangan, where if it's just sent.
Yep. So it's gonna be 16 and 800 as well. God, why did all these things have 12 defense? All right. Now I am going to
I don't
I
like that you're
will.
looking in your graveyard.
Yeah, I'm going to banish. I'm gonna banish Sangan, Big
No.
Eye, and Grand
Wait.
Tiki Elder
What?
to special summon Dark Necrofear.
What the
This will be a 2700.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
off, King.
I will go to battle phase. I will
Okay,
declare
which would you
Witch
like
into
to do?
Giant Germ.
Okay, so I'll take 100.
I'll take 5.
Yeah. And then I will Mishizure.
Oh, yeah, that might do it. And unfortunately, I will not get Dark Necrofear's effect in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be able to,
I will take
assuming you don't have
21.
anything else, I will attempt to hit you direct for
No,
21.
I will take 21 here, yeah.
All right. Second main, I don't have anything. Go ahead. Yeah, so I pulled Dark Necrofear and I just read it and I'm like, this is just Goat Dark Arm Dragon.
Yeah, I was like, why are you banishing 3? Dad's not in the format yet.
But it
I
is.
I will normal and I will declare.
Sure. Senju's fine.
I will add to my hand
Crab
the best
Turtle.
card.
God.
I will then activate Turtle Oath for
Jeez, how many Senju did you
Crab
pull?
Turtle.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, at least it's a water. At least it's a water. So
yeah,
it doesn't get the Mystic Plasma Zone boost.
don't quite have Hungry Burger things. What am I scared of? Yeah, I will
Oh,
target.
yeah. Back to hand. Go back down to 12.
I'll go battle here.
Yeah,
I'm thinking on order. I think I want to swing into powered here.
sure.
So it's at 16.
Correct. So I'm going to take, is it 950?
950, yeah. Don't you love Yu-Gi-Oh?
I love you.
I'll just set 1 and pass.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta do it this way. I will set a card and I'll flip which sideways, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw.
Yep.
And I will equip it with Malevolent
Oh,
Puzzler.
I don't have an out to this.
So this is at 3250.
I don't have an out to this, do I?
And I will swing into your unknown.
It is Moth, so I will get Moth effect.
Okay.
I
you've got
will. I have
Reborn.
exact. Is it normal spells? No, one spell. I literally have to get offerings to the Dune. This is the only way I clear. It's the only way I clear.
I don't
Crab
like
Turtle.
that. Anyways, you're good to go. I don't want you to clear Crab Turtle. That's my
Okay.
boy.
It didn't matter. All right. I'll activate offerings. Yeah, I'll clear the Crab Turtle. You're gonna magic trick. Too bad I have a second one. Oh wait, this is a counter trap. I can't do that.
It's a counter, you dingus.
Oh god. Okay, I have to disc. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. All right. So this goes back to
You can still discard the other offerings.
I will discard the Mystic Plasma Zone.
Okay.
Actually, wait. No, it's just Oh, it's negate. Okay, I keep forgetting how this works. All right, I will discard the other offerings, and I will keep the Mystic Plasma Zone in hand.
Oh, that is incredibly sad. I just went like freaking -4. I have no cards in hand.
I'll activate Mystic Plasma Zone,
You should just
which will
pass
go
here.
back up.
Passing here is totally optimal.
Not when I have a normal summon Mystic Tomato.
No! This isn't game. No.
It is not game, but it is
But it's 16 and 19.
To attack, battle. I'll hit for the lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing that does it is Dark Hole off the top. Just because it's funny, I'll give you an extra 1,000.
Oh, thank you.
And I will equip Witch of the Black Forest with Malevolent Nuzzler.
Stop. No. Why are both of us playing this
Because
stupid
it's
card?
it's just a good equip spell. So this is gonna be 25. That actually, which is exact lethal.
No.
You know what?
No.
Just to play around something stupid, I will. Oh yeah, I'll declare. I'll go to battle phase. I'll hit with tomato first.
I'll take 19.
I'll attempt for game.
No. I live one more turn.
Shit, yeah, that does make you live another turn. You pulled a secret rare magic cylinder, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this does not destroy the monsters, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, you got it.
Alrighty.
I think I'm gonna go first.
Yep, sounds about right.
This hand is looking significantly better.
Ooh,
Oh, it's looking
okay.
so much better.
Okay.
I'm gonna
This is a thing.
set. Whoops.
Yep, you're good.
I'm gonna set. I'm a. What the? DB. I'm trying to go
Dueling Book,
fast.
the
But it's
best
not
software
working.
invented by man.
I'll go
Yeah,
send
you
you and I'll
level your
declare.
Senju, yep.
I will add the crab turtle.
Jesus Christ. I dislike the fact that you're playing it, but I also love the fact that you're playing it.
And then I'll pass. I didn't get the freaking plasma field.
Alright, I'll draw for turns, stand by
Mm-hmm.
anything.
No.
Main phase. Alright.
Oh, you want to know something super, super fun
What?
about a Manju and Senju?
What?
They're on normal and flip. So you
Yep.
cannot recruit her into them.
Yep. I love it. It's so funny. Same thing with Sonic Bird, yeah. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna lead with one of the most powerful cards ever printed, Painful Choice.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Actually, no.
magic drain this. Oh,
I don't think
magic
I can let this go
jammer.
through.
Yeah, sure.
I
Pitch your
don't
spell.
think I can. It's too good.
Yeah, no, that is very very fair.
It's a free search. I'm not letting you do that. It's a free search for any card.
Yeah, and it might also put Darks in the grave for Dark Necrofury.
Which you
um,
totally don't have in your hand or anything.
I might not. I mean, who knows? Anyways, you know what? You don't have anything. I'm gonna set
I
a
have everything. What are
card,
you talking about?
and I'm going to set two other cards,
Oh no, not back row. I
and
can't
I
deal with
will
back row.
pass the turn.
I'll draw.
Yep. In your standby
Um,
phase,
I'll swear, man.
I'm going to activate two life force swords.
What does this?
This is
Okay.
trapped Ushu, but infinitely worse. All right,
I'll swear, if you hit the crab turtle, I'm gonna be very
I'm gonna
upset.
hit that one.
What does it do? It
It
banishes.
banishes it for until your fourth standby phase after this card's activation, and then I'll hit that one.
Okay, I am very much okay with this.
Okay, all right. So those will go to
I'll go
grave.
main.
Yep,
I'll run out of Sonic Bird
sure.
and I'll declare.
Yep,
Um, I'll grab Turtle Oath
sure.
and I'll just go battle and I'll swing.
You will not take anything because this is Crass Cloud.
Oh god.
Exactly. They bounce.
They wait.
They bounce. They're both 14. Everything's 14.
Okay.
This card's yep.
Why are you playing this?
It's a fiend for Dark Necrofear.
You're so dumb. Your go.
I am very dumb indeed. Ooh, thank you.
I mean, I'm clearly super smart. I'm playing Crab Turtle.
Yep. I will. Okay, so you have a Sonic Bird. You had a second Sonic Bird. What are the? Oh, I already know you have Turtle Oath in hand. Shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I totally haven't
I know you.
haven't
I know you.
totally
Yeah,
haven't.
I know you have both of them. All right, so we'll start by activating the Mystic Plasma Zone.
Oh god.
The reason I didn't do this to begin with is because then Crass Clown is at less attack
For less
or
defense.
less defense. Yeah. All right. I will normal
Oh, it's big.
Sandpian.
No, it's big.
Yep.
This is
15 and
actually terrible.
100.
This is horrible.
I will change Crass Clown to attack, and I'll use the effect to put back the Senju.
Okay. This is very much okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally not gaslighting myself.
Uh, we'll go to the battle phase. I'll hit over Sonic Bird for 100,
And I'll take
and then
the
I'll hit direct for
1850.
1850. Yeah. The 50s. Gotta love Yu Gi Oh!
I was so close to just playing freaking whatever it was called. That stupid
Oh, the Castle of Dark Illusions.
Reaper of the Cards.
Yep. God.
Alright, I'll just normal send you and declare.
Oh, you do have another ritual. All right. All right. That was bad. I had to put you on not having more rituals. But then again, I guess if you're playing Crab Turtle, you might as well play Crab Turtle.
Yeah, exactly. I'll Turtle Oath here.
Yep. Crab Turtle for Crab Turtle, I take it. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And then I will equip my Crab Turtle with Malevolent
dead.
Puzzler.
I'm dead.
It's at 32?
3250, yeah.
I'll go battle.
Yep.
It's probably correct to actually equip it to Senju, but it's fine. This is
yeah,
funnier.
clear everything. All right, so how much am I taking here? I don't want to do that. I think I'm taking. Is this 11? No. I think it's 13.
Yeah, I think 13's right.
Because adding. No. All right, calculator time. I hate this. I
It's
hate that I actually
14.
have to do. It's 14? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I am fine with this. I'll take 14.
When do I get the things back? It's on fourth standby. That's
Correct.
so
So this
stupid.
has been the. So this was your second standby.
Hold on. I'm gonna just could you
Yeah.
pop this in the EMZ and then we can just put counters on it?
Sure. Oh fuck. Dueling book. All right. I'm just gonna leave that there because it's my draw. Just give me a second. Spell and trap zone. And move to EMZ. There we go. And then that is going to go back to top of deck. And then we have had, I believe,
standby.
Yeah. Gosh, we gotta check the log. I think this.
Wait,
is
no.
only
So
the-
it was first standby. You activated this,
correct.
and then
So it's So this is the first standby of this card.
yeah, this is the
So it's got
first
one.
standby post activation.
Yeah.
I'll pass here.
Sure. I will draw for turn.
They made cards so complex. I don't know why.
Yeah. Set.
You don't want to swing over my.
I could swing over the Senju,
so I could
however, I will
bonk
just
you
take
for
more damage.
a giant amount.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then you get another counter.
Yeah, I should have definitely put the Sonic Bird back, but it's okay.
I mean, you didn't know that, like,
yeah,
I could have had enough to tribute, like, those.
It doesn't matter in the end.
What's the play here? That's really funny. I'm gonna do that. I'm a normal giant germ.
Yep, it gets the boost.
I'll go battle.
Sure.
And
you're good.
I will
It's okay, we'll figure it out.
Gosh, I have to bring this to hand. It doesn't let you go straight from banish to spell trap. That's dealing with why you whack. The best software.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing into the face down with Crab Turtle straight into your.
It is Witch.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Get your witch search.
Yeah, who are you gonna hit
Actually,
into
while you're in
Sangan?
there, just go for
Yeah,
Sangan.
yeah, and I'll take 15 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Witch and Sangan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what all can I get? Off of Sangan, I will grab Mystic Tomato to hand.
That's a pretty good one.
Off of Witch, I will grab Big Eye to hand.
Sure. Oh, could you put another counter on
Yeah.
friggin' Light Force Sword? And then I'll just pass.
Unfortunately, that does not clear the Malevolent Nuzzler. Okay. What do we do here?
Yes, Crab Turtle Big Boy.
I'm gonna set a card. Could be anything. Could literally be
Literally
anything.
anything.
And I'll set a back row, and I'll say go. This is
Okay.
gonna be your third turn on Light Force
Mm-hmm.
Sword.
I will just
Sure. Back to
spiritualism,
hand.
and then I'll go battle,
Sure.
and this should clear Big Eye.
Yeah. Shocker. It is Big Eye.
Uh-huh.
Is this lethal? This is
15.
47.50. So no, it's not. All right. So I'll take 47.50. And I will scry 3 with Big Eye.
Yeah, you're good.
There's a very good reason that I had to grab Big Eye. Oh,
Oh, because you have Malevolent Nuzzler, and you need to get your freaking big boy big enough.
possibly. Um,
But wait, I get Sonic Bird and Giant Germ back next standby phase.
you do, you do indeed. Um, is
Oh,
this?
Giant Germ doesn't special from hand or deck. It's just deck. Why is this card so bad?
Yep, it is quite bad.
Oh my gosh, I love DM.
All right, so that's definitely
How do
going to
people
top of
play
deck.
Goat? I don't understand how people play Goat.
I don't
No.
either. All right, so interestingly enough, I think I have the pick here. I'll put that to the top of the deck, and that will be my draw for the turn. All right. We good.
Okay, you're good to go then.
I will draw. I can only imagine what it is. Okay.
I hope it's terrible.
No, all right, you're
I
gonna
hope you
love
didn't,
this.
after digging 5, couldn't find it.
All right. Gosh, this is so bad, but it's also like very, very funny. All
I
right,
probably could
so
have had lethal if I would have just swung in with Senju instead of Crab
you
Turtle into
would
a
have,
face down.
yeah, you
But I
definitely
don't
would have.
know. I keep forgetting about the minus 400 on Plasma Zone.
Yep. Okay, so it's still not big enough. No.
Yes,
Oh,
Crab Turtle, best boy.
I planned on something entirely different, and I may have messed up.
You cannot beat the ultimate strategy.
Okay, I
Crab
will.
Turtle.
I am going to set a card, set a single Yu-Gi-Oh card, and then I'm gonna set it back row, and then shit, yeah, I have to pass the turn there.
Okay. Standby main. Actually, in the standby, I get back.
Correct, you do.
You know, this is more fun.
Are you gonna go for a second crab turtle?
It could be literally anything. I don't know what you're
It
talking
could
about.
be literally anything. Oh my god. Are you on 3 crab turtle? That's hilarious.
You do not know what you face, for it is the ultimate strategy.
Yeah, you got it.
Ah!
I will go
Giant Germ been putting
first.
in work, though.
Yeah, no, that crab turtle. There's so many good
He's a
cards.
big boy. He a big boy.
Ooh, all right. So draw phase. I will draw my card for turn.
Feels nice.
Standby main phase. Let's start with an activation of pot of greed.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Um,
Ash.
you know what? We are going to.
Set pass.
He,
Set pass. Set pass. Set pass. Set pass.
yeah, you're not killing me. You're just not killing me. Go ahead.
Here's where I get two crab turtles.
Yep.
Standby main.
All right.
Anything? Or sorry, anything in standby.
Yeah, I'm going to
God, I
life
freaking
force
hate
sword.
it.
I'll hit that. I'll hit that one. Oh, come on,
Which
DB.
one? Come on.
The third one from your extra deck zone. Not that we have anything in our extra
No,
decks.
I wanted that one.
Oh, you have tomatoes too. I mean, it's fair. You have tomatoes.
Um, I'm gonna set two,
Sure.
swing out Big Bongus.
Oh! Yeah, I'll take 2,300.
I'll go main two, and he is switched to defense.
Correct.
You're good to go.
All right.
So the theory is I can swing in, bait out like Mirror Force and stuff, then Crab Turtle main phase two.
I mean, yeah, that's very fair. Like, Crab Turtle is a crazy card. I'm just waiting on
And
DB to fucking catch up.
because like you
You kind
have
of
to
have to
answer
respect it.
freaking Goblin Attack Force because it's big.
It is. If
Heck
you
a
have it, you
gaff.
have it. Yeah. All right. Will DB catch up? Question mark.
No, never. Oh no,
Oh, here
no,
we go.
never.
Draw phase. All right. Standby main phase.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's start by running out a Ryukushin powered,
No, he
and
has
we
a
will equip it
monster.
with Malevolent Nuzzler.
God, he's so dumb.
So this is gonna be what 2,300. God.
No,
Oh, it's gonna be at 800 defense. I know it's not. This doesn't decrease
no,
defense.
it doesn't
This is
decrease. Malevolent
better.
Nuzzler is actually a decent card.
It is. We're
There's a
giving it so
reason
much
both of us
shit,
are
but it's an
playing it.
actual good card. We'll go to
Yeah.
battle and we'll just clear the goblins.
Get
Oh,
punished. Get punished.
literally get punished. Oh, I just took two goblin elite attack or goblin attack
You
forces.
did. You literally did.
I will set a card. Oh gosh, what could you possibly have? I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, at least that's probably your only magic cylinder. You probably aren't as lucky to
Anything
pull
in
two.
standby?
Yep. You got get your counter life
Man.
first sword. Oh, do I use it? You. Oh, okay. So what am I punished by here? If the hand is because this can you flip switch this back to the end phase of your next turn? Okay, so you don't get to flip Goblin Attack Force back. But if your hand is
Mm-hmm.
like Crab Turtle Senju, no, Crab Turtle Sonic Bird, do I lose? No, I don't think I lose.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Um, yeah, that's fine. It was an offerings to the doomed.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yep.
Um. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, this that
I
would be
need
a
that Mystic Tomato
very
so bad.
that would be incredibly funny. But we're just gonna play conservative. Anything in standby.
I'm gonna flip up Life Force Sword. No, no, I'm not junk.
I'll normal summon Sagat. Like I was being honest when I said I was struggling to find playables.
That's fair.
We'll move to battle. I'll attack into your Goblin Attack Force with Sangan, and then I'll attack you
Okay.
directly for 23. Second main. You know what? I think there's no better time to do this in the present, just because I want to play it safe. I will. Activate light for or swords of revealing light.
God, another card I wish I had.
Yep. Let's see. How does this
So
card work
you
again?
got
I literally have
reborn
not used
freaking
this since like
swords, and
fourth
you're like,
grade.
oh, I'm struggling to get playables.
Okay. During its third end phase of your opponent's turn. Okay, so it'll gain a counter
Mm-hmm.
during your end phase. So stand by. You'll get a counter on Life Force Sword.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Um, I'll just swing out a Sonic Bird and I'll
Sure.
search.
Yeah, that's good. Turtle. Turtle.
Here we go.
Sure. And in the end phase, turn one on swords.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Um, I
Literally
will.
one card. We're good. We're good.
Uh,
We're
I,
good.
I am going to. Do I just? Yeah, we'll set a card. I'm not in a hurry right now, so let's play disciplined.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of wonder. We'll clear the Sonic Bird. You'll take
I'll take
9, and
13.
then
Oh,
you'll
no,
take
it's
a
not 13.
yeah, and then you'll take
And then I'll take a K.
1,000 off Sangan. Yep.
Oh, whoops.
Yep. Oh, good. Main 2. I'll pass the turn. Go ahead.
Guess I have to play to not die, so I'll bring out Gaff.
Yeah.
Set 1 and your go.
All right.
Oh, and this is third turn on Light Force, so
This is
next
the
turn I
third
get
turn
back
on
to
Life Force,
Tomato.
yeah, and it's also the second turn on Swords.
Oh.
Standby main. I hope those
Mm-hmm.
back row are real because we'll start by flipping up Crass Clown and we'll
God,
bounce the
you're
Goblin attack force
so.
back to hand.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to take a look at our life points, I am lower, which means when I activate Megamorph targeting my
No.
Ryukishin power,
Oh my God. What is this a secret?
I think it's an Ultra.
God.
So it's gonna go up to 32. It's only
You know
it's
what? I'll
only original
chain
attack.
double two-pronged attack, and you got it. You got it.
All right,
You
so
got it.
the hand. So all right, so also in hand was a Dark Hole and a Dark Necrophere and a Mirror Wall.
Uh,
All right, so now we can kind of get into it. So earlier today, like we were like talking about our polls and everything, right? You were joking, saying like, "Oh, if you run up with swords revealing like Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Raigeki, and Rat Box, like you're just gonna flip the table." You got almost everything right. I pulled.
I
I
am.
so okay. So you we're both incredibly lucky that I'm much less lucky because with the ban list in place that we're playing with, I actually pulled not one, not two, but 3 copies of Monster Reborn. However, it is limited in
I
in
pulled
the time
zero.
frame, and I
You
don't
want to
think
know
it
the
ever
only
comes
good
off of
cards?
limited. So it was 3 Ultra
So
Rares that were completely useless.
I got 4 freaking Sangans, and it's at 2.
Yep, I
I
got
got
two.
I
I
got
got 2 Sangan, 2 Witch.
I got 2 Witch, and it's freaking limited. Oh, but honestly, like I can't be too upset with my for whatever spell force, whatever it's called,
Matt
um,
Magicians or yeah, Magic
magician's
Ruler.
force, whatever
Yeah,
it's called. Yeah, I can't be too upset because I did get 3 flying Kamakiri. Um,
that's good. Yeah. Yeah, so my recruiter pools were not that great. I got 2 Mystic Tomato. I got two. I either got 2 Giant Rat or 2 Mother Grizzly, 1 UFO Turtle, and like I think it was 1 Mother Grizzly, 2 Giant Rat, and then 1 UFO Turtle. So my recruiter pool wasn't
so
that amazing.
I got 2 Grizzly, 1 UFO Turtle, 1 Shining Angel, or 2 Shining Angel, sorry, 2 Mystic Tomato, 3 Flying Kamakiri.
I mean, three flying Kamakiri is pretty good though. Like when
Yeah, I
Harpies
was
comes
like,
out,
oh my
that's gonna be
gosh,
crazy.
I can Kamakiri into Sonic Bird, but it's on normal or flip, which is awful.
Yeah,
But like my pulls from everything else were terrible.
yeah.
Um,
I pulled
so
really good
for the
on the
time
high
being, I'm
end.
kind of screwed.
Yeah, I
I
pulled
pulled
really good
really
on the high
poor on the
end, but
high end. I didn't get okay. I got absolutely nothing out of the first set.
I got a lot. So did you at least get your pot of greed?
I didn't even get a pot of
You
greed.
didn't even get pot. Oh
Nope.
no.
I got two upstart, but it's limited.
Oh, that feels bad. That feels
Yeah.
bad, man. Oh
So
gosh.
honestly, like it just,
Honestly,
it
like
honestly was pretty rough.
yeah, no, that is very rough. My LOB pulls were like good, like actually insane. Like if you consider it as a box, right? I pulled three Trihorn Dragon, a Guy of the Dragon Champion, so four secret rares. I pulled three Monster Reborn, two Swords of Revealing Light, a Dark Hole, and yeah, I didn't pull Raigeki.
Neither did I. So
Yeah.
you want to know
Um,
the only good cards I got from freaking LOB?
what?
I got three Fissure, which is pretty dang good.
That is pretty good.
I
Yeah.
got one Hane.
Okay.
I got two pieces of Exodia,
I
one
only
Man
got
Eater
one.
Bug.
I did get one piece of Exodia. I think I got the right
I did
leg.
get a Poly, which is nice.
Oh, we start with three poly.
You just ruined my entire day. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so sorry. I maybe I should have told you that, but that's like a Prague staple at this point. So I
not your
figured.
good.
Anyway, I did pull three. I pulled four light force swords. So I was like, this is just like trap dust shoot, but worse. So why not?
Did I pull
So
any? I think I pulled at least one. I pulled one Light Force Sword.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to know something funny?
Painful choice was the other like big card I pulled. The card that you didn't see. So there's a bunch of cards that you didn't see. Obviously, you didn't see the Cyber Jar. I pulled two Dark Necrofear. That's why I was playing this deck. Is because like I literally just read it and I was like, oh, I remember this card from the anime. It's like, wait, this is literally just Dark Arm Dragon, but worse in
Hmm.
every way.
I did get some decent counter traps. I got one Magic Drammer, one Magic Drain, and I got one Seven Tools.
Yeah, that is a pretty good trap suite.
That's pretty good.
Like if you look at my traps, like the only trap that I have that's playable other than the light force swords was mirror wall. So that's why I wasn't maining any back row removal. The five cards in my side deck are back row hate, which to be fair,
Mhm.
the back row hate I have isn't that great. I have three bait doll, one spiritualism, one nobleman of extermination.
I think
So
I
it's
have
not
two Spiritualism.
yeah, spiritualism is actually a pretty good card. Also, I
Yeah,
didn't get any dust tornado, which I believe was a super rare from its set. So you're not
I
guaranteed
didn't get
any
any either.
yeah. I also got two Magician of Faith. Painful Choice, as you saw in that second game, is a card that
Hmm.
I have. um,
Yeah, I'm not
it,
upset about it at all.
yeah, that this. Don't worry. There's gonna be plenty of stuff to do.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that was
yeah.
the end of the game. So for our rules, we're going to be doing it a little bit differently for progression. So the loser, instead of getting three of the like tournament packs of the era, I should say, we felt that those are very underpowered comparatively to
Yeah,
what
they're
we could
awful.
give them. So we decided that so Zach, because he lost, he's actually going to get six additional packs in the next episode.
Hmm.
So instead of opening 24, you're going to be opening 30. And I felt that that was
Correct.
better because the winner's wheel that we have is very, very powerful. So comparatively,
Yeah,
only three tournament packs seems very, very weak. So I didn't want to just like it feels like if you win, especially in these early sets, when like I can pull like a starlight or a secret wild card for the next
and then
set,
just get like
and I or
a
yeah, and I can just
friggin'
pull like a
whatever you want.
Jinzo. I can just grab a
Yeah, you could
Jinzo.
pull a Jinzo. You could grab heckin'
I could
the
grab a heavy
Raigeki you
storm, which
need.
I missed. I missed heavy storm. I could grab
So did
trap
I.
hole. Yeah,
The only decent mass spell trap removal I have is Cold Wave,
yeah,
and I have
yeah.
one copy.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get on into the wheel. So here is the wheel. So I decided to do the wheel at the end of the episode instead of the beginning of next episode, just because I think it's a little bit more interesting, a little bit more build up, right?
Plus, it gives you
So
more time to think about what you're going to grab if you do get a wild card or something,
yeah, so I'm not going to
or an
share my
unban.
Zach can't see the screen, but he'll see it in the recording, and also he
Mhm.
knows what's on it, except for I think the last slice you might not have seen this. So we have our wild cards. We have a wild card super rare, ultra rare, secret rare, and promo. So the super rare, ultra, and secret work as you can pull any card from the last 3 episodes. So in 3 episodes from now, if I win again and I pull a super, I could go back and get a Dust Tornado. A promo is any card that is not a core or side set that we have opened. So you could go get a Stratos from the video game promo, but it does have to be uh, before the episode. So I can't just go out and grab like a promo like Gores and just be like, oh, you have to deal with Gores now. No, that's not how it works.
Mhm.
We also have unbanned tickets. So the way we're doing bannings is a little bit different. And we'll cover that when we get to that. We have Snatch Steal, which is obviously I take a card from his collection and put it into mine. We have 3 legacy packs. So this gives you the option to go back in any set we've opened and open exactly 3 packs of that. This gives you the chance to open those like common cards that are super easy to miss, that are super relevant. So like when we get to Dragon Rulers, after that, I can use my 3 legacy packs to go back and open up Dragon Rulers, but we do have to use them in the next episode. And the last
Yeah.
card, or the last slice of the wheel, is a Swap Frog ticket. So in the next episode, when we do our opening, you would be able to swap any card from that set that you pulled with a card of the same rarity. So if for in Zach's case, like he said he pulled what was it, 4 uh
4 Sangan. I also pulled
yeah,
4 freaking Jaugen.
yeah, so you could, if you had the swap frog ticket, you could have switched one of those Sangans for a Witch of the Black Forest.
Or I
Pretty
could have swapped
simple.
it for Pot.
Yep, you could have swapped it for pot. Yep. So, anyways, let's go ahead and click the wheel and see what I am getting for the next episode. All right, so I have a Snatch Steal for next episode. So that's
Oh
interesting.
no. No,
I
no. You
don't know what I'm
take the
taking
crab
from your
turtle. I
card
don't want
pool.
him anymore.
I don't know what I'm taking from your card pool. Actually, like
So for
that's
snatch
interesting.
deals, do I lose them or is it just
I gain a
like
copy.
you get a
You
copy?
maintain your copies. Yeah,
So this allows you to get a fourth copy of basically any recruiter except for Giant Rat, which I pulled no copies of.
yeah. So let me get additional recruiters. I could take something like your magic cylinder if I really wanted.
Mhm,
Also, when you spin one, you could take like my Monster Reborn. You could take a copy of
mhm.
Monster Reborn for yourself.
Yeah.
So,
So and you get from any part of my collection, not just the cards that you saw, correct?
yep. So if like 5 episodes down the line, you're like, he didn't play fucking Buster Blader, but he has one, and I want to play Dark Paladin. You can take my Buster Blader if you really want.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for
Take my
watching.
Gemini Elf.
Gemini. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Comment down below if you like the series. We might need to smooth out some of our card pools here, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, I got some catching up to do.